Hello and welcome to video 600. Yes, we have finally made it to that milestone. It's been creeping up on us for the last few weeks, but we're finally here. Now, this video is very much a celebration video, and with your help we're going to be doing a little bit of jovial celebrating. But we'll come to that in just a moment. First of all, as is tradition here at Archaeosoup Towers, we must blow bubbles in order to celebrate reaching 600 videos. So I have my trusty vial of bubble solution here. Here we go. That's not too bad. Let's try again, shall we? There we go. Brilliant. So the bubbles have been blown, and now we must get on to the serious business of celebrating 600 Archaeosoup YouTube videos. Now, I must admit, there was a time with Archaeosoup, especially with the Archaeosoup YouTube channel, when we very nearly stopped altogether, and that was almost a couple of years ago now, when close to 100 videos, as was then the full library of Archaeosoup, were deleted off the YouTube servers. For some reason I logged in one day and all the videos were just gone, and I still actually haven't received an adequate explanation for that. But at the time I wasn't backing up the videos because I just didn't have any external hard drive space. I was a poor, I still am fairly poor, but at that point unemployed archaeologist, simply making videos using my phone and putting them out there, publishing them via my phone for people to watch and to enjoy, and essentially keeping myself sane while seeking out a job. But then I dusted myself down and decided to restart these videos. So I restarted the A to Z of archaeology. We got up to the letter M. We'd actually got halfway through when they were deleted. So we had to restart with the A to Z of archaeology, restart with Archaeosoups, with In Focus videos, with Indiana Bones. I'm so glad that I had the support from you, but also the support from obviously Mrs. Soup, and the will to carry on and to get to this point, 600 videos. I do remember actually restarting with the A to Z. It was it was a slightly heartbreaking moment to have to sit down and start with the letter A again, but I'm so glad I did, and we're here today to mark the occasion of 600 videos on the YouTube channel. As I've said previously in videos, there are professional, full-blown, multi-person editorial teams out there that don't have this many videos on their YouTube channel. This many videos, for the most part, which contain good information. So, again, thank you so much for your support, and I'm so pleased to be here today celebrating this. So what I requested of you in order to mark this occasion were interesting tidbits of archaeology from around the world, things close to you which other people for the most part might not know about, because it is a local site. It's not a big thing like Stonehenge. It's something which is possibly treasured by the local community, or maybe even ignored by the local community. But this is a great opportunity to bring together the myriad of folk who watch these videos and just share some speckled observations from around the world. And I'm happy to say that you didn't disappoint. So we're going to start with some photos from Nottingham's caves, from Joe, aka Jimmy.
From Archaeosoup Towers, it's a fairly short journey south to Nottingham and the so-called Nottingham Cave Tunnels. The first image shows Park Tunnel, a tunnel linking Derby Road and Park Road. It's the largest and most distinctive of the cave tunnels, cut from Nottingham Castle Estate sandstone. Next we see Mortimer's Hole in Nottingham Castle, supposedly the tunnel through which Edward III's soldiers entered the castle and captured the dastardly Roger de Mortimer in 1330. Finally, the caves under Wollerton Hall, originally designed for Sir Francis Willoughby. Completed in 1588, they are known as the Admiral's Bath, for supposedly a venerable member of the family took a daily bath down here.
Some very interesting images there from Nottingham, I'm sure you'll agree, from long-time Archaeosoup supporter Joe, aka Jimmy. So thank you so much for sending those in. Next we're going to go to Australia, where a relatively new face to the YouTube channel, but a fairly long-term watcher of Archaeosoup videos, Rhys Booth, has sent in some images from excavations he's worked on and visited around him.
It's a far more considerable journey south across the globe to Victoria, where Rhys Booth is based. Rhys wanted to share the fun he'd had digging at Little Lonsdale in central Melbourne, and also digging at Glen Rowan, the site of the famous siege with Ned Kelly. Rhys even got some camera time with Tony Robinson.
So thank you very much for those photos, Rhys. Also, thank you so much for your contributions to the Archaeosoup YouTube channel. They're interesting videos, and I'm happy to say that you've been well received by the people who do watch these videos. Next, we're travelling to the San Jacinto Monument, courtesy of Liam.
From Victoria, we travel across the globe once more to Texas and the San Jacinto Monument near Houston. This monument stands at 172 meters tall, topped by a 220-ton star. It commemorates the Battle of San Jacinto, the decisive battle in the Texas Revolution. People take great pride in this monument and sometimes gather to watch reenactments of the battle close by. As with many things in Texas, it is of impressive size, standing taller than the Washington Monument.
What a remarkable structure. It's relatively recent archaeology, but I certainly didn't even know it existed. So thank you so much, Liam, for sending in that image. Next, we travel to the Netherlands and the Dom Tower of Utrecht. This is a remarkable little site, and these images weren't sent in by Remco, actually, Remco of Archaeology Rocks. They weren't sent in by him, but the site was highlighted by him, and it's a very interesting building, so check it out.
Our next site of interest takes us back across the Atlantic to the Netherlands and the Dom Tower of Utrecht. Built between 1321 and 1382, this Gothic tower dominates the city skyline. Since 1674, when the nave of the church collapsed, the Dom Tower has been free-standing. Over the centuries, no building in Utrecht exceeded the tower in height, and thanks to the recent economic crisis, the record stands, as plans for a skyscraper have been scrapped.
So thank you so much once again to Remco for sending in those, or rather that suggestion, and suggesting that I find some images of the Dom Tower. And if you do want to, do check out his Facebook page and I believe soon to come YouTube channel for Archaeology Rocks. Next, we travel to Southern California, courtesy of Gordon, to take a look at some remarkable stones which are shaped like cogs.
From the Dom Tower, we travel once again west to Southern California to hear about the remarkable Cogged stones. These remarkable artefacts are found exclusively along the coast in Southern California. Dating to around 8,000 years ago and retrieved in great numbers, debate continues as to what exactly they're for. I strongly suggest doing an image search for them online, as there are many photos, most of which, sadly, I wasn't able to make use of.
Incredible, absolutely incredible. To be honest, when I first saw these images, I thought, surely this is a little bit, surely he's taking the mick here. But no, they're real things, remarkable objects and artefacts. Next, I'm going to hand over to Jindian of Bones to introduce, the next segment. Hello there, Jindian of Bones here. As ever, it's a real pleasure to be on an Archaeosoup video, especially one so momentous and monumental as the 600th video casting on the channel. Yes, I'm very excited indeed, and my gin is nice and cool. So in all, it's a good day. I'm just here with Helga, the head of all wisdom, to first of all say thank you all for watching our videos. Helga is an integral part of the team. Not only is she wise, but she's also used for making sure that everything is in focus, you see. It's good to have a head in front of the camera when you're doing that. But she will also hopefully be featuring in more videos. She's been in a couple, but I think she's too beautiful to waste. Anyway, I'm here to introduce the next little segment, and that is a video by a YouTuber called Dahi Dublin, who decided to make a little video about a site local to him, a little sort of ruinous place with a very interesting history. Now, we won't be able to cover the whole thing and the history of the place that he talks about, but do check out that video, it's well worth a watch. I'd just like to say, incidentally, say a personal thank you to Dahi for putting me at the end of his video. He has me saying cheers, along with putting my rendition of the John Williams classic theme alongside the real thing, as it were, at the end of his video. Inventive. And also rather amusing. So essentially, thank you so much to Dahi. Thank you for making that video. Thank you so much to you for watching these videos. And let's go and check out his contribution to video 600. From me and Helga, cheers.
From California, we hop once again across the Atlantic to Ireland to hear a little about a ruined chapel.
I knew where I was going to be filming. My favourite archaeological site in Ireland is the whole of the Boyne Valley. I'm passionate about passage tombs, megalithic passage tombs. Unfortunately for me, I don't have any transport at the moment, and it's about a 3-hour drive. The weather here for the last week has been nothing short of chronic, and I haven't been able to film anything, haven't been able to get anywhere, so I thought I've got to start scaling everything back. And as you can see, I'm not in a valley, I'm on the coast. This is still Bray, where I live, on the east coast of Ireland, just south of Dublin. And for the want of something better, I brought you here. It's a bit of an old church. The principal reason that seems to be given to push the date of this church back to the 8th century is this enormous hole here. Picture the scene. The monks, the brothers, would have closed a big oak door, some big wooden door here, and into this slot here they would have pushed, and it probably would have gone on the other side there, a very, very considerable beam. So they were obviously very worried about keeping whatever was out there away from them. Looking out that door, we're looking straight across the Irish Sea towards the UK. And if you were a monk here, any time after the 8th century, what you might see coming across that sea from time to time would have been Viking ships. Now, if I saw a couple of Viking ships coming towards me, I'd close the oak door and I put the biggest bloody stick behind it I could find.
So thank you so much to Dahi Dublin, and also Indiana Bones there. That was a wonderful little piece that you did, and also, as you point out in your video, Dahi, it encapsulates what I was hoping for from video 600, a little known site. But then again, I'm sure that other people out there, indeed Mrs. Soup and myself certainly, would love to see your thoughts on the Boyne Valley. So if you ever get up there, please do send us a report. Next we go micro scale, from a site to an artifact to an object. A little worn key courtesy of Philip.
From Ireland we head south to Spain, where our next artifact, a small key, was recovered. This key was recovered from a Spanish lady who, having retrieved it using a metal detector, was desperately trying to sell it to get a few euros. Though its context is lost, Philip loves the used and worn nature of this key. Its history is written on its surface. It also highlights the desperate economic situation in Spain, where people are plundering their history to try and live today.
Thank you for that, Philip. That was a really interesting series of thoughts and observations about this little key. And really, again, highlights that archaeology is everything. It's the macro, it's the big monuments, but it's also the little things, the treasured things, the things which we wonder about and which have stories of their own. Finally, we're going to head over to Sweden, where one of the admins for the Archaeosoup Facebook page, Liv Westring actually, has sent in some photos from an excavation in a cathedral.
Finally, from Spain we head north to Gothenburg in Sweden and the Gothenburg Cathedral. Gothenburg Cathedral certainly has a distinctive style, which I quite like, but Liv took photos within the church as they are building a new staircase and putting in an elevator. What we see in these photos are the foundations for the old cathedral dating back to the 1620s, and also the beginnings of Gothenburg. Such revered places often preserve hundreds and thousands of years of history beneath their footprint.
Thank you so much for that, Liv. I certainly would love to get over to Gothenburg sometime in the near future, but until then, those photos have sated my appetite for something new from the world of archaeology. And hopefully this whole sequence of images and thoughts has been interesting to you as well, you who are watching this video. It's been a real pleasure gathering together some of these ideas. And actually there were many more that were sent in, but not all of them had an explicit archaeological focus. Some of them were more generally cultural or artistic, and I didn't really think that they were completely suitable for this video. But thank you to everyone for sending in your thoughts, your images, and also your well wishes and congratulations on reaching video 600. I appreciate your support, just as you appear to appreciate watching these videos. So here's to the future. Here's to another 600 videos. Long may these continue, and long may I have the appetite and the desire to make them. And indeed, long may those other people who help me be willing to get involved. It's been a real pleasure seeing this channel and indeed Archaeosoup grow over the past few years, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where things go next. So with that in mind, I'll simply say thanks again, do take care, and until next time, bye bye.